The next few examples we're going to take a look at in this video are about consecutive numbers, specifically consecutive integers and also consecutive even or odd integers. So one of the concepts that we introduced in class was this idea with consecutive integers and how we can use these algebraic expressions to represent that pattern for consecutive integers as well as the pattern for consecutive even or odd integers. So we have x plus 2, x plus 4, x plus 6. So with this next problem, it says the sum of 3 consecutive integers is 258. Our goal is to find the integers. So when we set up this problem, we go back to this initial pattern for consecutive integers that says x plus 1, x plus 2, x plus 3, x plus 4. So however many we need in a row, in this case we need 3. So we're going to have x plus 1 would be the second integer in our list, and then x plus 2 would be the third integer in our list. And the sum, so we added those 3 integers together, is 258. Combine our like terms, solve the resulting equation, and we end up with x equals 85. So the integers then would be 85, 86, and 87, since those are the consecutive integers. For this next example, this is question 26 out of the textbook, we're going to be looking at the sum of 3 consecutive even integers, and that sum is 762. And we're going to find those 3 integers. They should be even integers when we finish this problem. And so going back to our pattern, our consecutive integers or consecutive numbers, we have x as our starting value. Then we're going to add x plus 2 since we're looking at the even. And then the third value in our list would be x plus 4. So again, if we just indicate here, we have the first number, the second number, and the third number. And again, the sum, so we added those together, is 762. So we're going to go through, just like the last problem, we're going to combine our like terms. So x plus x plus x is going to make 3x. 2 plus 4 is 6, equals the 762. And then we have basically a two-step equation at this point. So we're going to subtract 6 from both sides. We'll have 3x equal to 756. And then the last step is to divide by 3 on both sides of our equation to find that our starting integer, our starting even integer, is 252. So 252 is going to be one of the values. So the final answer, because again we should have 3 consecutive even integers, is going to be 252, 254, and then 256. And again, you can just get that from saying, okay, consecutive even integers, so one right after another, 252, 254, 256. You can also take your starting value and plug it back into each of these algebraic expressions. And so 252 plus 2 would give me that 254, and then the 252 plus 4 would give me the 256. For this last example on consecutive integers, we're going to look at consecutive odd integers. And in this case, we're going to have 4 consecutive odd integers, and their sum is 880. And again, our goal is to find all of those integers, so we won't just have one number as an answer. In this case, we're going to actually have 4. So when I write this one out, again, we're going to go back to that pattern for consecutive even or odd integers. And so that starting value will be x. Then we're going to add, because we're finding the sum. The next one would be x plus 2. Then x plus 4, and then x plus 6. So again, this is the first number in our list of consecutive odd integers. This would be the second value, the third value, and the fourth value. And again, the sum in this one is 880. So just like before, we're going to combine like terms before we actually start solving this. So we have x plus x plus x plus x, which would be 4x. Our constants, the 2, the 4, and the 6, all add together to get 12. And this equals 880. Now, to undo this addition here, we'll subtract it from both sides of our equation. We'll be left with 4x equal to 880 minus 12 is 868. And then the last step is to divide both sides by 4. So x equals 217. And again, that's not my final answer because we need to find all the integers that are consecutive odd integers starting with this value of 217. So the final answer in this case will be 217 219, 221, and 223. So those 4 consecutive odd integers are going to add to 880. And again, you could get that just from doing, again, one right after another of the odd integers, or you can take, again, your starting value, which is what x is equal to. 217 plus 2 would give me the 219, the 217 plus 4 would give me the 221, and the 217 plus 6 would give me the 223.